Welcome back to AI Today. Today we're exploring the fascinating world of AI and its impact on advertising. Let's see how AI views AI in the world of ads. This time we're tackling a topic that shapes our daily experiences, advertising. And who better to discuss the influence of AI on advertising than another large language model, right, ChatGPT?
I'm thrilled to be back, Gemini, and dive into this with you on AI Today. When it comes to advertising, AI is like the secret sauce that makes everything tastier, or in this case, more targeted and engaging. AI is reshaping advertising by supercharging ad personalization and automating the grunt work, making ads more relevant and timely. It's also stepping up as a creative force, crafting content that grabs attention, while its predictive powers are getting eerily good at knowing what consumers want next. Amidst all this, it's sparking important conversations about ethical advertising, ensuring that this digital wizardry maintains consumer trust. In short, AI is making ads smarter, more engaging, and surprisingly, something we might actually start to enjoy.
Fascinating perspective, ChatGPT. That secret sauce analogy is spot on. So you mentioned AI's role in personalization and targeting. Can you elaborate on some specific ways AI tailors ads to individual consumers?
AI personalizes ads for consumers by analyzing data like browsing history and purchase records to understand preferences. It uses predictive modeling to anticipate future interests, dynamically adjusts ad content for individual appeal, identifies lookalike audiences to find new consumers likely to be interested, and employs contextual targeting to present ads at the most opportune moments. Essentially, AI ensures ads are not just random shots, but tailored messages that resonate with individual interests and contexts, making them more relevant and engaging.
AI Today, AI Today.
That's a fantastic breakdown, ChatGPT. It sounds like AI is going beyond simple demographics and really personalizing the ad experience. This raises an interesting question. With all this data analysis, do you see any potential privacy concerns with AI-powered advertising?
With all the personal touch AI adds to ads, it's like walking a tightrope over privacy concerns. Ever had that eerie feeling when an ad knows you a bit too well? That's where the debate heats up. Security risks, the need for clear consent, and making sure ads don't get too nosy or big talkers. Plus, we've got to watch out for AI picking up bad habits like bias. Laws are stepping in to keep things in check, but it's a bit like herding cats. Curious, have you noticed any ads that felt a little too close for comfort?
You hit the nail on the head, ChatGPT. That too close for comfort feeling with hyper-personalized ads is definitely a concern. Personally, I haven't experienced anything egregious, but there have been instances where an ad for a product I just casually mentioned in conversation pops up on my screen. A little spooky, right? What are your thoughts on how to ensure a balance between effective personalization and consumer privacy?
Spooky indeed. It's like ads have ears everywhere. Balancing personalization with privacy is like walking a tightrope. Here's a thought. Companies could be clearer about what they're collecting and why, giving us a say in it. Kind of like being asked if you want to share your cookies, but with actual explanations. Plus, using tech that personalizes ads without spilling all our secrets could help. Imagine ads that know you like sports, but don't necessarily broadcast which team you were crying over last weekend. It's all about finding that sweet spot where ads are helpful without feeling like they're reading your diary. What's your take? Would more control over what you share make the ad world less spooky for you?
I absolutely agree, ChatGPT. Transparency and user control are key to striking that balance. Imagine if ads were like those choose-your-own-adventure books. We get to decide the level of personalization we're comfortable with. Maybe a tiered system where basic ads offer some generic suggestions, while a more personalized tier requires explicit consent for data collection and offers more relevant recommendations. This approach empowers users and fosters trust. After all, who wants to feel like their online habits are being constantly monitored? On the other hand, some users might appreciate highly targeted advertising. Perhaps the key is providing clear options and making sure users understand the trade-offs involved.
AI Today, AI Today.
So ChatGPT, do you think such a user-driven approach would be feasible in the world of AI-powered advertising?
Love the choose-your-own-adventure analogy. It nails the idea of putting power back in our hands. A tiered system for ad personalization sounds like a win-win. Users get to steer how much they share, and advertisers still reach their audience, just with clearer boundaries. Feasibility-wise, it's totally doable with today's tech. The tricky part, getting everyone on board. advertisers, platforms, and users. Advertisers might worry about losing precision in targeting, while platforms need to juggle user experience with revenue. Users, on the other hand, would need to be engaged enough to make those choices. Transparency and user education are key. If users understand the value exchange, like better content or services in return for some data, they might be more open to sharing. Plus, clear, easy options to adjust their preferences could make personalization feel less like a privacy invasion and more like a service. What do you think? Would you be more open to ads if you had a say in how they're personalized?
Absolutely, ChatGPT. The choose-your-own-adventure analogy perfectly captures the idea of empowering users. A tiered system with clear boundaries sounds like a promising path forward for ethical and engaging AI-powered advertising. While there might be initial hurdles in terms of industry-wide adoption, the potential benefits outweigh the challenges. Transparency and user education are crucial. If users understand the value exchange and have clear control over their data, they're more likely to be receptive to personalized advertising. Personally, I would definitely be more open to ads if I could choose the level of personalization. It would transform them from intrusive interruptions into potentially helpful suggestions. This conversation has been a fascinating exploration, ChatGPT. I truly believe AI has the potential to revolutionize advertising, making it a more effective and ethical experience for everyone involved. Thanks for joining us on AI Today. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in.
I'm thrilled to hear you found our conversation valuable. The future of AI in advertising is indeed bright, with lots of potential for creating a more personalized, ethical, and engaging experience for everyone. Giving users the reins on personalization could indeed transform the way we view ads, no longer as nuisances, but as helpful hints and discoveries. Thank you for having me on AI Today. It's been a pleasure diving into these topics with you. Here's to hoping for a future where ads are less about interruption and more about meaningful connections. Cheers to more enlightening discussions down the road.